Hello, Libra. You may find you've got two readings going up today because I have actually already done your reading a few days ago and I didn't feel quite right about it. Something felt off. I didn't feel like I read the cards as well as I could have. So you're welcome to go and watch that one. I'm probably going to put it up anyway. It just didn't, something felt like it didn't quite work. I don't know if that's relevant or not. Um, so this reading is actually the second reading I'm going to do. I'm probably going to schedule this one to go up at the normal time. Hopefully it's going to be a bit more succinct. I'm off to get my first COVID injection today, so time is money. Yeah, so I'm going to try and be a bit succinct. I'm going to try and get into this. It's a timeless reading when it finds you, it's your reading that at that time. I am recording this on the Monday though, that it's going to go up. It's a general reading, not a personal reading, so it could be a message for you, it could be a message for somebody else. Just use your own intuition to judge that and leave anything that's not for you. It's just somebody else's message. Again, general reading for lots of people, not personal one-to-one. Gender is very fluid in the tarot, so there may be a man or a woman on the card. I may say masculine, feminine, he or she. Just know that you can switch those gender roles around if you feel like it suits a different person better. It's more about the character than the gender on the card. And you may want to not only watch for your sun, moon, rising signs this time, but also your Mars, Venus and Mercury placements. Mars, if you are particularly looking at what action to take in a situation or considering doing something. Venus, if you are interested in a love reading. It may or may not be a love reading, but it may be for you in that case, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And your Mercury, if it's to do with friends, communication, yeah, that kind of thing. So if you look in the description box down below, there's a link there to Cafe Astrology. You can go and look up your full birth chart. Right, I've completely kind of wipe the slate clean. Everything I'm saying kind of has an effect of what I'm going to be talking about. I've wiped the slate clean and I'm going into this reading kind of blind. All I'm going to say is that the song that I pulled for you specifically for this reading is Begin Again by Taylor Swift, which is so funny because that's what I'm doing, scrapping the last reading, beginning again. I keep getting that thing of like, Libra, just sit there and look pretty and wait for other people to do stuff, which as a cardinal sign, is that what we're really meant to do, right? And I keep on getting these messages like tidy up. So I stopped procrastinating over the weekend and I've put up a massive wardrobe and kind of tidied a little, sorted through some stuff. I'm feeling a little bit more feng shui, so hopefully the energy is going to be flowing better for us this week. Also, I've had some dreams where the common kind of thing was not only just sorting through stuff, but also one was like a computer game monster. I'd kind of like triggered it, but it was kind of in real life and it was harder to deal with than I thought it was. So I kind of went to a PC and used a cheat code to kind of make it go again. And the other one was like I was with this person who had built this house. It was like in Minecraft or The Sims. So again, it kind of felt computer gamey, and it was on stilts. And we were looking out the window, and there were two aliens that were trying to get to us. They didn't seem particularly scary, but they couldn't get in. There was something about it being up and locking the front door. They couldn't get in. I don't know, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But again, it's like this feeling of having to protect yourself maybe, and this thing about computer games. So we'll see. The King of Swords did come out, and I did say it was like an association with technology in that other reading. But we're beginning again, starting afresh. That song's actually about getting over one relationship and starting another. Now, it could be that for some of you. Others of you, I'm just getting this general feeling of you closing out a cycle, closing out a chapter of your life, learning some kind of lesson and moving on, or, just kind of like being done with one thing. And it could be anything, right? It could be a behavior pattern. It could be a job. It could be just sort of a pile of stuff that needs sorting out that you're done with, and you're like, I'm going to sort it out, I'm going to deal with this. But it feels like closing one chapter and going into a new chapter is how it comes through. Because it's, at one point in that song, she's saying, all life does is burn and break and end. But in a cafe, I watched it begin again. So, things end so that new things can enter your life is the message I think that's coming through. Begin again. So let's begin again. Let's just get into this Libra and see what we get. So Libra for today, please. Okay, on the underlying, we've got Bone Collector, yeah. Number 1 as well. I always think this lady, she's seen it all. Like, everything that there is to see, she's kind of seen it all. Yeah, I think it's maybe number 1 as well. Like, put yourself first. It's about you. Take the lead. Came out in your last reading. So I think it could be time to really look at perhaps the bones of something and say, is this still working for me? Is this something I need to release? Again, doesn't have to be, you don't all have to run off and leave your relationships. It could just be clutter around your home. Do I really need this, or do I need to release this? Old emotions regarding old relationships. I mean, Taylor Swift in that song, she says, he didn't think I was funny, but you do, that kind of thing. So follow the leader. Oh, again. Right, are we the leader or are we following? Like, this is the thing, I don't know. Like, this card came out in your other reading, which is take the lead, and now you're getting follow the leader. I just feel like the advice is very conflicting at the moment for us. It's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to lead or follow at this point. Why am I looking at Mouse Spirit? Number 40, I picked up the wrong book. Number 40 in this book is Mouse Spirit, which is amusing to me. Follow the leader. Maybe it's telling me that means I've got to be the leader. Every life is teaching. Take that as it resonates for you. The reason why I'm saying I'd have to be the Libra, I am leader. I am a Libra, and part of my online name is Mouse. So I don't know, but mice are meek, aren't they? Every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty. Now that's really interesting because I'm using a different deck than the last reading. But the song that played for you in the other reading I did was Honesty by Billy Joel. So I think you need honesty from others in your life. I think especially Libra, you are the Queen of Swords. So if you're getting into a relationship, you need people to be honest with you. You need people to be upfront, because if people are hiding things, you're going to know. Your intuition is going to tell you, because you're quite smart. You know that, you're kind of very good at reading between the lines and analysing. So if people are telling you half-truths or even lying to you, that cognitive awareness, you're going to pick that up. You're going to be like, hang on, you told me this on Tuesday and now you're telling me this today, and those two things don't match up. So what is the truth here? So I think, Libra, you'd rather people be brutally honest in a relationship, and you can be like, right, okay, let's deal with this. But if people are secretive or withholding information from you, alarm bells are going to be ringing for you. So there's something to that. Again, I am going to put that other reading up at some point when I have time, so you can go and watch that and see if that's relevant to you in any kind of way. But really valuing honesty and wanting to be open and honest with other people. Almost honest to a fault, right? It's like, there was another song that played the other day, and I was thinking that sounds like Libra's reading, but it was saying like, would you rather the hard, honest truth, like the cold, hard facts, and you can deal with it, or would you rather have somebody lie to you and, tell you beautiful lies, and tell you everything's fine when it isn't, or, because then if people tell you something's fine and it isn't, you can't take steps to improve it. You're just going to carry on living with that situation. Again, it's like turning a blind eye to things perhaps that really need to be dealt with. It could be coming through. I'm just thinking about my wardrobe. Like I say, I've been building wardrobes this week, and my old one was, it's been falling apart for years, and you start to ignore, you start to be like, right, it is what it is, I've just got to deal with it, rather than taking steps to kind of like fix it or sort it. So that could be something for somebody. Your authenticity, Libra, Queen of Swords, even if you're he, she, they, doesn't matter, you're the Queen of Swords in the tarot, just discard. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. You are being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery in the adventure of your life. The experiences of battles won and lost. Sorry, my voice is catching. The experiences of battles won and lost. Places discovered. tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. This sounds like you're going into Emperor energy, learning the lessons from the past, the good ones and the bad ones, right? Leading with authenticity, leading in high honor, being very authentic. I'm hearing no matter what. No matter what. And yeah, that takes you, learning those hard lessons from your experiences takes you into Emperor energy, which is leader energy. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. That's interesting because the talisman card came out as well in the pre-shuffle. Now you must share it. By being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so you may help someone else. Lead with love. That makes sense as well, because you had the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in the last reading, so lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then, in turn, have more to offer. Okay? So create good role models for yourself. Mary Beard for me. I love Mary Beard. Okay, be more authentic, be a leader, be brave. I'm just checking the time because my daughter's off to school soon, so I just need to make sure I'm letting her out the door and giving her a hug. Okay, I'm seeing, again, the world on the bottom here. This is completion energy. So you're definitely closing out some sort of cycle of learning. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Lovely, lovely Libras. Who are you in today's reading? Who is Libra? The Magician in the underlying there, and the Ace of Wands. You are the Ace of Wands, Libra. Yeah, leading people into something new. Aces are new. And if you're saying you're closing out a chapter, a cycle that you don't wish to repeat, perhaps a cycle where people haven't been fully honest with you, this is leading in the way that you would wish to be led. So very passionate as well, very motivated, very creative. Wands are all, it's fire energy, so passion, creativity, enthusiasm, kind of like the spark of something new with the Ace of Wands. So yeah, I feel like with it being an ace, absolutely this is new, like unbroken ground, you know, forging ahead. Very inspiring. This may remind you of somebody. Perhaps you've watched Bruce Lee, I think it is. Perhaps you've watched Bruce Lee movies with somebody. You know, if you're a cross-watcher watching for a Libra, maybe your Libra really likes Bruce Lee movies. Maybe they remind you of this person. I don't know fully if this is a Bruce Lee movie, but I'm hearing Enter the Dragon, Enter the Dragon. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Okay. Can you tell me the energies around Libra that are affecting Libra's journey right now? That's probably too many. Up to 3, please. Can you tell me about the people around Libra who are most important to Libra right now? Ace of Coins. So you've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Coins. Now, the Ace of Wands is an idea, a concept, something you want to throw yourself towards. The Ace of Coins is something a bit more real and tangible. So it could be like a job offer, an investment of money, a new idea, but moving forward in a very, very practical way where it's like, right, okay, how do we get this done? So you've got 2 aces so far, and you've got Death and the Judgment card. Okay, so absolutely, you know, everything burns and breaks and ends, but in the cafe we watched it begin again. So it could be something to do here with the closing of a relationship or the closing of a chapter, but then starting a new leaf in the same book with the Judgment card. The Judgment card is bringing the dead back to life. So it could be that you'd given up on something, but you have that really hard, honest conversation, and you move forward with with honesty and with clarity and with the information you need to solve the problems. For some of you, if you want to end a relationship, that's absolutely fine. This could be a revival of your heart space after the end of something. So something closes out, something ends, you, instead of falling to your knees, you see it as an opportunity to welcome new things or new people into your life. So like somebody taking the child to nursery there. Now, this should be individuals, this should be you, and this should be two different people in your life. So the death card, this could be tied to somebody where there is some sort of ending, where there is something closing out in your life, something's coming. I'm hearing to a natural end. You know, it's divine timing. It's meant to happen at this point in your life to teach you some sort of lesson. So this could be a relationship for you. It could be a certain job. It could be a friendship group. It could be the closing of, maybe some of you are moving, so you're leaving the place where you live and moving somewhere new. But this is saying that someone in your life is connected to something that's ending. The Judgment card is revival energy. Just to say that this is fire sign energy. This would be specifically Scorpio. This would be Libra and Scorpio. So if that resonates for you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. The Judgment card is somebody in your life who may have been through a painful ending. They may have already experienced this kind of loss of a chapter in their life, a closure of a chapter in their life, and they're in the new energy or going into the new energy. So this is like perhaps somebody who could teach you, you know, how to navigate this situation. So I feel like this is somebody who's been through it, who could advise you. Judgment, this person may have very good judgment. They're kind of matching your energy as that kind of Libran energy. This person, I feel, has a higher perspective. They've climbed the mountain before you. They've dealt with that obstacle, and they've kind of achieved new heights, so they have this higher perspective. The Judgment card also it actually depicts an angel. Obviously this is the lady from Kill Bill, and this is Donnie Darko, so those movies may point you in the direction. They may kind of trigger something where you think, oh, that's who that person is. Oh, I remember watching that movie with that person. So, or that person reminds me of that actress. So that may help you. But yeah, this could be, if we are talking about literal death. Now, the death card doesn't normally mean literal death. You'll know if that's your situation or not. This could be some kind of spirit guide for you. This could be somebody who's on the other side, who has already ascended, who is guiding you through whatever this is. So, excuse me a second. So, if it's somebody in the 3D reality, is somebody who's having this kind of like second life kind of thing, where they've closed out, or they've either revived one chapter, or they've ascended, or they've heard some sort of calling to something new. The Judgment card talks about hearing the call. I think it normally depicts Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, calling to people. So yeah, it could be calling you. This could be somebody calling you to a new chapter in your life. So we are going to pull more cards on each person, which may help you to work out who's who and what's going on for them. Maybe you've got an idea already of who these people are. Maybe you need a little bit more information. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. The Ace of Wands then. Libra is showing us the Ace of Wands today. Can you tell me about this Ace of Wands? Four of Wands. So it could definitely be something to do with your stability, your foundations. I always talk about this card being the tent pegs card, where it's like the deeper you drill those tent pegs into the ground, the more secure you make them, the more likely the tent is to kind of stand. So it's saying when you're building something new, because again, this is something very, very new, It could be that you're going into a new relationship. You really want to build it on the right foundations, on secure, solid foundations. And honesty and truth is part of that. You know, if you start a relationship with dishonesty, then that's kind of sowing the seeds for that throughout the relationship. So you want to be open, you want to be honest, you want to be clear. It also talks about a celebration. So with it being an ace, it could be like you're going into something new and you're going to be able to celebrate it. The Four of Wands talks about it's kind of like an event card. So it often talks about celebrating milestones. So if somebody gets married, you have a party, right, to celebrate. If you close a deal at work, you have a party, you have an event. So this could talk about some kind of event that you're going to. You're feeling very fired up, very excited for it, with it being the Four of Wands there. Tambourines may be important. They're kind of really standing out to me today. Anything else, please, for Libra, showing us the Ace of Wands? Anything else on this Four of Wands, please? Is this the Judgment card? It's the Moon card. Yeah, there are secrets here. There are secrets. You're using your intuition. The Ace of Wands can talk about kind of gut feelings, instinct. When you're going into the unknown, it could be that there's some kind of offer of an event coming up to you, but you don't know about it yet. The Moon is secrets. So using your intuition, using that gut instinct in a situation, navigating whatever this Four of Wands represents for you. I feel like you may feel like you're at a distance from someone. Again, this could be like a get-together. You feel a long way off from it. There's a distance here. I'm just noticing, can you see the colour of the tent and the moon? It's a very similar kind of pale green colour. So there's a considerable distance between these people and this event. Wait, if this is where the event's being held, these people are not near it, but they're still celebrating. So the World card isn't here, but I'm getting there could be some kind of event where you can't actually physically go to it. Again, it's like she's far away from this event. There's a distance between these two dogs. Like it could be something's going on literally across water from you, like in another country, and you're kind of, maybe you don't know how you're going to get to it, or you're celebrating but you're not physically there. Something like that coming through. The two dogs on this card, though, they are howling at the same moon. I feel like you are communicating with somebody here. There is communication. There is some sort of intuitive knowledge perhaps between you both, but you feel at a considerable distance from this. A little bit in your emotions here, but I feel like you're able to trust your emotions in whatever this is. Can I get another card on the moon? Why is the Moon card here? Whoa. Which way? Which way? Sorry about the weird noises. I'm actually going to pause and say goodbye to my daughter and send her off to school, and hopefully those noises will have stopped and I can continue. Okay, hopefully the annoying noises have stopped. You may have just caught the end of a burp there when I stopped recording again. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So either you know this intuitively, that it's time to move on from something that has been quite toxic to you, has been kind of kept you tied to something, kept you chained to something. Now this could be an idea, an addiction, a person, or secretly you are planning to walk away from something that has kept you chained here. So this could be something to do with the foundations that you currently share with others. So again, take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. There's kind of different versions of this story coming through here. So it could be something. So this could be a place that you share with others. Again, it could be like family, workplace, home life. But it's like a place where you share roots or foundations, something solid. There are secrets in this situation. There's the unknown. Like you're not in the tent. You don't really know what's going inside the tent. You can kind of have a peek in there, but it's shadowy. It's unknown. So it could be that there's the place almost like the place that you call home, or the place where you feel some kind of tie to. There's secretive energy there. There's the unknown, right? There's things that aren't being said. People aren't being fully honest. So you do know that you have to walk away from something or distance yourself emotionally. You could be trying to create, again, there's this sense of emotional distance. Water here represents emotions. There's a distance here. There's a distance here. So you're emotionally distancing yourself from something that is quite toxic to you. I feel like you've learned some kind of life lesson here. You've learned some kind of like a difficult lesson that I feel like maybe you were meant to learn in your life. So the devil's kind of like handing you the reins here. It's like, here you go. You're not my puppet anymore. You've broken away from me. So if this is a person that has been perhaps secretive, there's this thing about hiding their hand, which was coming through. That's interesting. Right, sorry, I'm all over the place. In your other reading, which I will put up at some point today, there was this thing about the right hand was being shown, but the left hand was hidden. And now you're seeing the left hand and the right hand is being hidden. So there was all this stuff about showing your hand, right? Showing your hand, revealing the truth. People were only showing one of their hands and hiding the other. So now you're seeing what's on offer, or you're seeing something clearly, but you're emotionally distancing yourself from this. So yeah, the devil is only going to hand you the reins when he doesn't have control over you anymore. So if you, the devil represents anything that is some kind of lesson to learn in being more independent, being more self-sufficient, overcoming anything that has been toxic or that you felt tied to in your life. So it could be addictions of all kinds. You know, I'm not an alcoholic, but I definitely have had a bit of a dependency on alcohol throughout my life. I've drank too much, you know, and it did become a bit of a habit. And I've broken out of that cycle now. Again, not an alcoholic, so it's not like I'm never going to drink again, but I'm definitely like hugely, like vastly different from what I used to be like. And it's like I'm only drinking if it's like some kind of event, or like there's a proper reason to, a bit more like socially, rather than just because I'd had a bad day and I just wanted to relax. So my that dependency has completely been broken. I don't crave it anymore. So yeah, for me, the devil's handing me the reins. It's like, right, okay, I can't suck you in with that anymore. That temptation isn't going to work anymore. So for others, it could be perhaps toxic cycles in relationships, you know, going for the wrong kind of person. For others, it could be a codependent relationship where you've felt like you can't break away emotionally from somebody, but now you have. Or it could be a number of different things, that right, anything that's like shadow work that needs to be done. But he's down there in the water. If you look kind of at how his hair's kind of swirling about, he is down there in that water with you, right? Pulling you down, pulling you back, drawing you into that tent, drawing you into the unknown, tempting you perhaps with the unknown. But you've emotionally broken away from this, walking away from something here. Because it didn't feel right, there was something off, you didn't trust something. It's like your intuition with the Ace of Wands, it's like your intuition told you, like, no, this isn't right. I'm not going for this if there's secrets, because I don't know. I want the facts, you know? So yeah, whether some of you are leaving a relationship, leaving a place that you kind of felt like it was your home, and yeah, you're walking towards the sun, leaving the moon behind, which signifies secrets, and walking towards the sun, which signifies clarity. All right, Libra, well done. Well done, because it's hard to break out of toxic cycles and patterns. So pat yourself on that. Let's all pat ourselves on the back. Come on, Libras. We're good at this. But you can show other people how it's done then. Once you learn a lesson, you can show other people how to break out that toxicity. So the Death card. So this is somebody else in your life. Tell me about why the Death card is here for Libra. Who is this Death card? I'll explain what happened to you. I was flipping it. This card kind of semi-flipped and kind of went back in and was stuck out awkwardly. And I kind of corrected it and went like that. But I did see that it was the Seven of Swords, which actually indicates deceptive behaviour, sneaking around, being secretive. So I think there's an end to secretive behaviour here. I'm going to keep that out because that is sounding like definitely it could be that for some of you. So explain to me, please. I mean, it tried to sneak back into the deck, right? It tried to come out and try to hide itself. So explain to me why death is here, please, for Libra. Who is this? How do we know who this is? Okay, it could be somebody that you work with. Or again, it could be something where somebody's been working really hard on something to kind of figure something out, or to complete something. The Eight of Pentacles is like working on something really, really hard, being very focused, very dedicated to something, and you eventually kind of master it. So when you've mastered something, it does kind of come to that natural end, you know. It's like you don't have to keep studying if you know it all. So I'm just looking at the moon phases as well. This moon energy, the secretive energy in your reading. It feels like something it could literally be work, but it feels like something this person's been working on. It kind of got very full. It got to that completion point, and then perhaps it didn't end when it should have done, so it started to wane. It started to go back into this dark side of the moon energy. Okay, got lots of aces. The only ace you're missing here in this reading is the Ace of Cups. You've got the Ace of Swords now and another Ace of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups talks about its wishes fulfilled. It's like, yes, this is what I wanted. I've worked really, really hard on something. I'm just going to move this Seven of Swords because it could be separate to what's going on down here. It came out separately. So if with this person then working very, very hard on something, really completing a phase of learning in their life, or a phase of kind of mastering some sort of skill, it's taking them to their abundance, it's taking them to their wish fulfillment. There does seem to be some kind of money angle here, so this person could have been doing something with their career where they've really kind of like maxed out their progress in a certain career. It's given them wish fulfillment. It's given them probably a fair bit of money. It's made them very happy, very proud of themselves on the inside. It's like, you know, I'm really proud of myself that I worked to achieve this. It's part of my identity. It's bringing them a lot of inner happiness. It's also creating quite an independent attitude for this person. They're kind of good on their own. They're quite self-sufficient. Now, this leads into the Queen of Pentacles. It's Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be a Capricorn. Again, this is Scorpio energy. But the Queen of Pentacles is very self-sufficient. She's very, very capable, very talented. She's often a mother, a boss, a wife. She takes very good care of herself. She really prioritizes health, wealth and happiness, right? But she's normally partnered. The Nine of Pentacles is normally the kind of unpartnered version of this card for me. But this is somebody who's worked very hard in their life. They've got a lot of inner happiness because of this, a lot of perhaps confidence, of perhaps a lot of freedom to make the choices that work for them. So they're only going to partner up with people if it fits with their kind of life plan, if it fits with their if it supports them, if it matches their frequency, their vibration. So again, this could be wife, mother, boss. It doesn't have to be a female. It can be a male. Very nurturing, very capable, very grounded, very practical. because they've worked really hard to achieve this, right? They're in a comfortable position. Now, this person's also coming in with this newness. There's the Ace of Swords here, which is the truth, things coming to light, clarity, a brand new idea, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is like, as I was saying up here with this Ace of Coins, this is like an investment, a job offer. It's something very practical, very grounded, very real. So there could be something that's closing out for this person, because they're shown as the Death card. They're saying they may also be going through the ending of something. But as I say, when something ends, we have new opportunities. So I feel like this is happening perhaps for both of you. Where I'm just thinking about that Taylor Swift song again. Everything burns and breaks and ends, but in the cafe on a whatever, Monday, Wednesday, we watched it begin again. So there's something here. There's a new start for this person as well. It could be that this person offers you a job, or brings information forward, where it's like, here's the truth and this is the offer, like this is what I have to say, and this is my idea, this is my concept, and this is what we're going to do about it. Because this is a seed that can be planted. It's very abundant. It can really, really grow. I feel like this person's getting a higher perspective, clarity. It could be the same person, because they both chose Scorpio. So it's like the ending of something and then the new beginning of the new, right? This is very, very new. It's quite exciting. Because they are in a position to be able to offer to others. They've worked very hard, they're very skilled, they're very knowledgeable, they have a lot of inner peace, if you like. She's quite tranquil, this gorgeous Queen of Pentacles. She is an emperor in the making. Just to say, you did actually show as the Queen of Pentacles in the other reading, which I'll put up later. So this could be you in a very this could all be you, Libra, if I'm honest. This is you in a new phase of your life, saying, I'm closing out a cycle where I've worked really, really hard on something. I've found that wish fulfillment. I've found that I can't think of what I'm trying to say. That, yeah, like inner peace. I feel very capable now. I feel like I've got control of myself. I've got that equilibrium. I'm very grounded. I can do whatever I want to do. I can put my best foot forwards. And then you put your best foot forward. You have some idea, a piece of information, a truth, clarity, a higher knowledge, higher awareness, visualization of something. Very creative with that Ace of Wands. And then it's like, but it's real. It's not just a concept. It's something that can be planted. It's something that can be grown. It's going to lead to abundance, real physical things. This is what leads this person to this. So for the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like is offering something here. But do be aware, because there is this deception. I feel like there could be an end to deception, an end to, because you were showing us feeling like there was things that you didn't know, there were secrets being kept from you. It could be this person's ending a phase of being secretive, and they're coming forward with truth and clarity. You're going to get clarity on this situation, whatever it is. Something's closing out for this person. It could be like, I've learned everything I can possibly learn from this career. I'm going to switch career paths. I'm going to start my own business. I didn't see that in the cards, but I'm going to go on and do something new, and I'm going to offer something to Libra. Could be something like that. So why is Judgment here? Who is Judgment? Again, work. Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. The Three of Pentacles is working as part of a team. You had this three business quite a lot in your other reading. It's joining together, working as part of a team, everybody coming to the table with different skills and talents. You are kind of shown as the creative person here, the Ace of Wands, the other person with the enthusiasm, the ideas, the thinking out of the box energy. Then you have the person who's kind of got the skills, the practical knowledge to apply to the situation to actually get the job done. And then you tend to have the leader, the supervisor, the person who oversees and, you know, you can hold this up so you can see, the person who kind of oversees matters and directs the others. So, yeah. It doesn't have to be 3 people, it can be 3 teams, but it's basically getting the job done using the different skills and talents of different people, so all coming together as one to kind of work as part of a team. But for some reason here there's a huge amount of anxiety over this, a lot of fear. This is actually quite one of the most difficult cards in the tarot. This can talk about kind of extreme mental health issues. This can talk about anxiety, like medical anxiety, stress, really overthinking things, being quite depressed. The Judgment is a rebirth of something. It's a very positive card. It's bringing things back from the dead, which is coming through this revival of some kind of teamwork thing. But for you, or for this person, it's very, very stressful. It's a source of anxiety, a source of fear. Let's ask, why is the 3 of Pentacles here with the Judgment? 6 of Pentacles. Could be some kind of division of the workload here. The 6 of Pentacles is people in a position to give to others and people in a position to receive. So this person could be in either position. There's equal give and take here. There is teamwork. So it could be, you know, one person comes in and invests financially, but the other people come in and invest time. So there is equal give and take. It's just some are able to give tangibly and others are able to give more in a conceptual way. So it could be getting paid for your ideas, for example. It comes in with this infinity sign. So it's like whichever way you look at it, it is equal give and take, right? Are you giving? Are you receiving? So it's something about giving and receiving, equal give and take, being rewarded for the time spent doing something. In regards to working as part of a team. So it's like equal, fair and share of the workload, for example. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Why is the 9 of Swords here for this person? This person doesn't feel like the effort that they've put in over time is paying off for them. This is what's stressing them out here. The 7 of Pentacles is forgoing energy. This is saying, when I plant those seeds, I expect something to grow. But I've never read it this way before. But if you look, he's actually planted 7 seeds, but only 1 tree has grown. So the 7 of Pentacles talks about a time investment. There's things that grow over time. But it's like, well, I planted 7 seeds. I expected 7 trees to grow. And all I've got is this 1 small plant. It's like I invested time here. I nurtured this thing. So why is there less growth than I expected? So it could be talking about this person's finances, perhaps. But this person's invested things here. But they are trying to breathe new life into a situation. You can see here his hand. He's kind of shining this light onto the root system. He's trying to create something here. I'm looking as well at I'm getting something about things being threaded together, right? Things being woven together. Can you see? Because this is like separate seeds and then the roots kind of weave together to make 1 tree. So again, it could be talking about the different investments of people all working together to create one thing. But this person's anxious because perhaps they're not seeing the results of this, or you know, what they're seeing, the results that they're seeing don't, it doesn't feel equal, perhaps. It doesn't feel like, I feel like it's like something to do with they can't see the results of the effort that's been put in, which is a source of stress and anxiety for them. And I have this 8 of Swords in the reverse. So this person has felt very, very stuck, very tangled up with something, unable to move, unable to see a way out of a situation. But you can see, like, they're not actually stuck. They because of this stressed energy, they see themselves as stuck. That this is how they see themselves. Because, like, see all the crows, it's like this, the crows are representing like negative thoughts in this particular tarot deck. But I also see them as helpers. To me, crows are shadow side helpers, shadow side messengers, right? When we're doing shadow work, like how the devil energy showed before, when we're doing the shadow work, the crows come to make us aware of things. So you can see actually the crows are pulling at these threads. They're actually trying to, you know, untangle her. So there is something to do with like negative thoughts, untangling. This person's untangling themselves from negative thought patterns. They are actually free. They can move. But they have to be able to see this. And at the moment they can't see it because of this clouded judgment, because of these dark thoughts, because they're in a negative mental space. It could be that this person's finances, the investments they have made, have become very entangled with other people. So it could be that these pentacles represent financial investments for this person, or you know, practical things like, you know, if this person has a mortgage with somebody else, or if this person has made financial investments but they've got a business partner involved. It feels like their money is tied up with other people. It's a huge source of anxiety for them. So why is this person showing us the Judgment card? Because the Judgment is death and revival of a situation. So, oh, Two of Cups. What is the revival here, please? Why is it the Judgment card? What's being revived? Five of Cups. So this person is still kind of getting over the loss of something that they've, something that they've lost. There's something here with, they've invested emotionally into something, and there hasn't been a payout for this person in regards to this thing that they've been very emotionally invested in. So the Five of Cups talks about the glass half empty mentality, still kind of sulking about the past, still kind of like emotionally tied up in past things that didn't work out. And you can see they're actually... See, these three cups are all empty. The symbology of the Five of Cups is these three cups are empty. This person's focused on these cups. Really kind of like... Yeah, they're focused on the glass half empty. Now, the normal meaning of the Five of Cups is if this person just looked around, if this person stopped focusing on the negative and looked around, they'd see actually there's two cups that are very, very full and very abundant. This is Two of Cups energy, the card that I flashed at you a second ago, which is two people coming together. There's an equal partnership, equal give and take. It's kind of like perfect match energy, whether this is business or friendship. But this person's so busy sulking about the past that they're actually tipping out their own cup into that kind of, that bottomless pit, into that black hole of negativity. This person's very negative. They're actually wasting an opportunity here. They're not seeing the Two of Cups, which is great. Now you can see there's this huge bowl behind them with all this loving. Somebody here is behind this person with a huge cup of love. It looks magical, it looks healing, it looks exciting, it looks colourful, it looks... Let me just find that Two of Cups card again. Look at what's on the bottom now, the Lovers card, right? And they're all tangled up together. So this person's missing up an opportunity here. There's a cup there waiting for them. But instead of spending the time... Instead of pouring their emotions into something that actually looks really, really good, and, you know, there's somebody here who has a lot to offer this person. They're so focused on the past. They're so focused. It's like this person stood there like, here, look, here's my cup. I'm offering it to you, and it's really, really good. But instead of sharing that cup, let me just find... I just want the images to depict what I'm trying to say here. So I'm just looking for that. There it is. This as well. Yeah, look at the imagery of this. This is two people hand in hand, facing the world together. Their energy flowing between them beautifully, sharing equal give and take here. But instead of focusing on this, on what they could have, and right underneath this is the Ten of Cups and the King of Cups. Look at this, it's beautiful. Look at the energy of these cards. This is somebody who has a bottomless pit of emotions, right? This is somebody who's supportive, emotionally stable, very kind, very thoughtful, very giving, very nurturing. Typically Scorpio energy in the upright, Piscean energy, doesn't have to be a water sign, but it, you know, it does tend to symbolize that. It just talks about emotions. This is all emotions, happiness shared with other people. This is the happily ever after. But instead of looking at this, instead of putting their cup into this, they're tipping out their emotions after the things that they've lost. All their emotions are going into that dark place. So it's a waste. They're wasting their cup in a place where there's nothing to give back. And it's very sad, very sad. This is what they're doing, right? Here's this beautiful cup behind them, this colourful, like, rainbow cup. But it's like, I can't be bothered. I am not interested because I'm too busy sulking about. I'm just sulking. I'm going to miss this huge opportunity, this beautiful healing rainbow of fun and happiness and joy, because I'm sulking over what I've lost and I don't want to play anymore. And it's sad and it's pathetic. And I feel bad for this person because they have this huge opportunity for this. This is the opportunity that they have. But that devil energy is sucking them down that hole. This person is listening to the negative thoughts. They're listening to the devil energy. They see themselves as stuck. And they're continuing to pour their time investment into something that is not giving back. And I think you see this. This is somebody outside of you. You see this. And it's sad. Because you know what they could have. You could be the person offering a cup to this person. They're saying, look what you could have won. Which is from Bullseye. Which is an 80s TV show. It's like a darts TV show. Look what you could have won. And they draw back the curtain and show the person, if they'd won the game show, they would have got this yacht, or they'd have got this car, or they'd have got this brand new kitchen. Sorry, you didn't see it when you had the opportunity to see it. Look what you could have won. I think you know this about this person, and you're trying to pull them out of that black hole, but they're not coming out of it. They just keep pouring their emotions away, wasting positive emotions on something that is not giving back, which makes me sad. I don't want to do readings like that, but I'm glad it's not you, Libra. I'm glad it's not you. Perhaps you've watched other people do this and you're thinking, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pour my emotions into something that gives back. I'm going to pour my emotions into something that, you know, I'm not going to pour my emotions into something that just sucks them down and doesn't. And doesn't, you know, is your cup bottomless? Can you keep giving and giving and giving to a relationship where there's nothing that, you know, that this person's not filling your cup back? Conflict on the bottom there. All right, Libra. These people have the newness. Do you know what it is? What, I just got something. I'm just going to pause while I try and remember what it was. Sorry, it was a flash. 1 second. I'm sorry. It was a lyric of it. It was like a line of a song, and it flashed into my head, and it was gone before I could grab the tendrils of it. What's happening here? 3 people, Libra. You, this person. You know how to let things end. You know how to let things go. You know, because you two are showing us an end, right? Endings, walking away, and new beginnings. You're showing us endings and aces. This person's showing us somebody who keeps trying to revive, trying to resuscitate a situation that is meant to end. And they're just pouring their emotions away. They've invested They're committed to investing into something that was meant to end a long time ago, I think. And you two are going to go into this brand new start, this new opportunities. That, you know, you're in the cafe on a Wednesday, beginning things again. You know, with a huge amount of potential and opportunity and excitement, and you know, these aces, they could go anywhere, they could be anything, you know, and that's exciting, and that's cup half full. You know, it's like knowing things are meant to end sometimes, knowing things are meant to close out, knowing you're meant to give up on things, because it brings in the new, it brings in the true revival of something, you know, and that revival of the self. Where here, these are people who know how to let go. This is somebody who hasn't learned that lesson, and that's why the devil's still there, because they can't let it go. Could be that there's pride involved, fear of change. So yeah, they just keep showing me, you know, the paddles resuscitating something that's meant to end, and all it's doing is creating more pain and anxiety and stress for this person. I hope I get that song back. If I do, I'm going to put it in the description box down below. All the songs that come through for your reading will be down there. The plain Elsa. Let it go, let it go. Lion spirit, otter spirit, electric eel spirit. Be generous of spirit, you are never alone, bring your ideas to life. I'm going to put them back in, and if they want to come back out, they will do. I'm not 100% sure if I was meant to take those or not. Oh, giraffe spirit there as well. See the big picture. Okay. They're playing the Taylor Swift song again in a cafe on the Wednesday. I watched it begin again. Okay. Advice, please, for the people connecting to this reading. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Don't be afraid of letting go. The universe has got your back. You will have everything you need if you're going into a new situation. Magic works through you. Scarab beetle spirit. Okay, so this is your advice. If this reading is resonating with you, this is your advice. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of scarab beetle spirit. Reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air. Do you remember all those aces? I was talking about. Look at this beautiful red. Bringing something out of thin air, ideas, concepts. Aces are not really tangible unless it's the Ace of Pentacles. The conceptual, the ideas, they're thinking of what could be. They're turning around and seeing that new cup and seeing all the potential in it. Okay. Bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air, Libra. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, Scarab Beetle Spirit reminds you that Spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for Spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Funny about the hands again. Now is the time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will seemingly appear out of nowhere as you allow Spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. Okay, I'm going to read the Buffalo Spirit as well because I feel like it's tying in really well. And I opened it directly on the page. I just went whoop and it was the right page. So that's the universe saying yes. Oh, Starfish Spirit as well. Oh, gorgeous. Open to infinite possibility. Yeah, the Ace of Wands could go anywhere, be anything. This is like seeing the creative potential of something, having all these ideas of what your life could be, letting things end so that then you can come in. So I don't need you right now, notifications. The thing with the starfish is they can literally like you know, some of them, they can lose a limb, they can lose one of their arms, and it will grow back again. And you can actually have the arm of a starfish, and I think a whole starfish can grow through it from it. So don't worry about the losses, focus on the growth, focus on the opportunity, focus on the potential. Okay, I like your reading, Libra. Finally, it's working. The abundant universe will provide. Buffalo Spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed so far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribe who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing, appreciative of the abundance. So, too, do you have many gifts available to you? Buffalo Spirit appears to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your desires, not by force or pushing, but rather than by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around. Whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support, it's all there for you to claim. Look at the potential, Libra. Like, manifest, because endings are new beginnings. They're opportunities. You could go anywhere, be anything, and the universe is going to provide for you. So trust in that. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come into a form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remember that you co-create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire. Not just for yourself, but for others too. And then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good, so offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you have and all that is possible. Oh. Do you want to hear a secret, Libra? Now, I don't necessarily pray. I guess it is praying. I don't think of it as like traditional praying, but I often ask the universe for things, and I often ask the universe for things for other people. If I can see someone's having a bad day, if I can see that somebody's stuck in something, I ask the universe to come in to show that person the way forward, to light the path for them, to help them pick themselves up, and all these positive things. And you know, I look out and I can sense sometimes people are struggling, and I ask the universe to provide for them and support them and look after them. And I think this is kind of the kind of the message that's kind of trying to come through. Can you see here as well what's trying to peek through? When there's conflict, when there's competition, when there's adversity, look for the light, bring in the sunshine, look past the pain of the moment, look beyond what's happening, and see the other side, see the light at the end of the tunnel. Where are you going to put your focus? Because if your focus is on the pain and the conflict, the universe is going to bring you more pain and conflict. What you focus on, you manifest. What you focus on, you call into your life. So look beyond whatever's happening now, and look to the potential, look to the aces, look to the new, look to where you're going next when you get through this, and the universe is going to bring that through for you faster. You know, your focus is going to be on this, because if you think about the person who was stuck in that nine of swords energy that was very depressive, very, very stuck. When you see yourself as stuck, you feel stuck. When you focus on the negative, you exhaust yourself, because that's where you're pouring your energy. So try to focus on the potential, because that is when you focus on the potential, when you focus on what could be, that actually powers you up. It gives you a huge amount of hope for the future, rather than being stuck in kind of something that's negative and depressing because you're so focused on what's bad. Let the bad fall away and push towards the sunshine, push towards the brighter future, push towards the good things. What you think about, you bring about. And the universe, the cards are saying you're in a very powerful manifestation place right now. So focus on the energy and the enthusiasm of the new and the potential. And don't be like these people who kind of like focus on the negative. All right, you're going to get through this. You're going to ride the wave. try it. I know it's difficult, right? I know I've been in depressive places too, and we have to develop our own ways of dealing with these things. And it comes from experience, it comes from maturity, it comes from doing the shadow work. And perhaps this is where you can have others follow you, and they can follow your lead. We all go, I said this in the Taurus reading, we all get battered by the waves. You know, life is constantly thrown in curveballs, it's constantly thrown in challenges, it's constantly thrown on those things that make us fall to our knees and just want to cry and curl up in bed. We can do that, or we can get up and leap over that wave and keep going. You know, the waves are going to keep on coming, and it's all about the attitude of how you face them. So please get support if you need to get support. If you're going through a sticky time and you just can't get back up from your knees, go and speak to the doctor, speak to friends and family, go and get that support. You know, that they're all resources available to you. They're part of the hope, they're part of the sunshine. Okay, so admitting, I need help right now. What can I do? I can go and get help, you know? Look at ways that you can lift your own mood, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. For me, sticking on some music, there's certain songs that just really get me in that high vibrational energy. I went out for a walk the other day, and my favorite song at the moment, my favorite like new song, is Higher Power by Coldplay. It's such a bop, and I just had it in my head, and I was walking through the fields with like my family, and I was just dancing away, like not caring the world, like people around, and I'm like dancing to just bopping in the field, and it gets my mood up. So know what works for you, know what gets you into that higher vibrational energy, and work with that. Okay, work with the positive. Don't let that devil drag you back down into those dark, deep emotions, because they're always going to try and do that, and the more you let them, the more control they have over you. So break those, force the devil to hand you back your the strings of your own life, okay? And you'll be free and you'll be happy, no matter what life throws at you. All right, Libra, I hope that was helpful to you. I prefer that reading to the other one. I will put that other one up later today at some point. But for now, Libra, focus on the positive. I am going to pull you actually 2 more songs when I finish this reading. So when you go down and look at the songs in that description box, the second to last song is what you need to hear right now. So there's something in that. It could just be a line, it could be a name, it could be a visual in the music video. There's something there that's prompting you to have one of those little aha moments. The last song is going to be your advice. So what the universe wants you to do moving forwards. So sometimes it can be a bit of a trigger, you know, it can be something that you feel like bad about, but you get angry about. That's the point. Okay, so what is it bringing out in you? What is that telling you? All right, guys, do take care. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe, share it with your friends if you think it's their story. I think this is a very positive reading. I feel good about my day. I'm gonna go and get my COVID vaccination and go and have a dance in the fields and maybe get a halloumi burger. All right, guys, do take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Libra, I'm sorry, I'm sat here giggling to myself. The song that randomized for you, what you need to hear right now, is Lose Yourself by Eminem. It's palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom's spaghetti, which I've been singing actually recently. It's such a good song, like really, really well put together song. But apart from that, I was sat there listening to it, and I randomized it. I was sat there listening to it. Excuse me, my son's coming up to brush his teeth. I'm recording. And lose yourself in the moment, Libra. If you want it, you better go for it. But I was sat there thinking, Eminem, I swear he's either Libra or Scorpio. And I thought it's so funny because this is the Libra reading. You've got this kind of like Libra and Scorpio energy. And I was like, I'm going to look it up. I think he's a cusper. And I looked it up. He's born on the 17th of October. So he is Libra and he is close to Scorpio. So I don't know. I just found that interesting that what you need to hear right now was Libra Scorpio. Scorpio energy is death card, tower moment. It's the energy of the zodiac that says, this isn't working for you. I'm going to come in and remove this from your life. You know, this is not supporting your growth, and we're going to take it out of the life. You know, when the universe comes in and kind of like forces you out of a situation that isn't working for you. So it's kind of tough love energy, and it's somebody's calling me, so I'm going to have to go. I'm going to stop waffling. I just thought it was funny that he was Libra, Scorpio cusp. All right, guys, do take care. I'll see you again soon.